Alright, so if you want to manifest some shit into your life, you really want to be in a state of allowing. And what I found that sometimes when we grow up and we experience things in our life, we get false core beliefs that can actually block ourselves from believing that we can have certain things in our life. So, in a sense, our subconscious beliefs that are against what we want can create resistance, so it becomes harder to manifest things. So, I think one of the best ways to get yourself into like a state of allowing is to really, understand why you have these false core beliefs and where they came from, which does require some, soul searching, some introspection. And I feel like when you can do stuff like that and you can really get to know who you are and why you think the way you think, you'll really understand, the truth of who you are, but you'll also understand what you truly, truly want out of life and what's actually meant for you. And by the way, like, whatever you truly desire out of life is a part of you, so you know that you're worth it just because if it's your biggest desire, that's a part of who you are, so it is meant for you. So when you put focus to that, you will get what you want out of life. It is good to have gratitude and to be happy and content, and find happiness with what you have now, and because most, like, sorry, I don't mean to stutter, but the biggest part of life is the present moment, and that's what we experience. That's the main part of it, is our experience in the present moment. So it's good to find happiness in that present moment with what you have already. And it's, through gratitude too, it makes you even more open to receiving from the universe. So, and I want to go back to false core beliefs right now, because sometimes if we really want something really bad, we will have this little thought at the back of our head saying, oh no, I can't actually have that. No, that doesn't actually make sense, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's always that little voice at the back of our head that, like, can stop us from manifesting stuff. So that comes from thoughts of not feeling worthy and not, things not working out in the past. And a lot of our past experiences kind of shape who we are today, right? So it's good to just do some introspection and understand why you feel the way you feel about certain things and why you don't feel worth certain things. And then you can ask yourself, well, do I really truly want this? Or do I, what do I really truly want out of life? And being in a vibrational state of love is probably one of the best ways you can do it. And I don't mean constantly think positive. I don't mean, ignore your negative emotions, because I believe your negative emotions are there to tell you something. So, and I find that when they're there, negative emotions will create more resistance. So if you're experiencing that amount of resistance and you're not quite where you want to be in life, then maybe it's time to see why there's resistance and think about why you're feeling the way you do. It's good to really get in touch with, all parts of who you are, because that's your authenticity, right? That's where you're going to find truth, and that's where you're going to find what's meant for you and what's going to make you happy. So, if you were to treat yourself like you're in a relationship with yourself, or with, if you were to treat yourself like your best friend and your best friend's having a bad day, what would you do? Well, you'd go have a coffee with them, you'd chat them up, you'd say, look, like, I know you're feeling this way, but hey, I'm here for you, right? Like, you'd be a bro, you'd be a sis. It's all good. But this is one of the best ways to show self-love for yourself too, and I always say, like, have a beautiful, good relationship with yourself first, because that's the most important one, because your inner world creates your outer world. Everything you feel inside is mirrored into your reality, because, and if another way to say it is, your vibration is a match to the same vibration that's in the external world. So if your vibration's low, you're going to have a lot of lower vibrational things in your life. And I feel like the only way to really raise your vibration is through self-love, is through, understanding yourself and having that beautiful relationship with yourself. Because if you know what a beautiful relationship is with yourself, you'll understand it, and you'll be able to accept it from other people and situations and things that come into your life. You'll just be naturally in that love vibration, and love attracts more love. Anything that you're in attracts more of it, right? So I guess the I guess the conclusion here is, be in an energetic state of love, and if there is resistance or things aren't going the way you want to, like the way you want to, then it's time to do some introspection and figure out, well, what subconscious blocks am I experiencing and why are they there, Because we're all worth what we really truly desire out of this life, and it's about recognizing that. And if we don't feel like that, then there's something that needs to be addressed inside of ourselves that needs attention, that probably didn't get attention when we were younger. So, and I don't really believe in the concept of time. I feel like everything's, multi-dimensional, multi-reality, and I feel like just because like I can think about my childhood and I can imagine the future, I feel like it's just by conscious thought, it's already all happening at the same time. So your child self is always a part of you, and your adult self is a part of you, and it's about merging all of those aspects and showing your inner child self-love as well, and planning for your future self is super good. I know the main part is to really be present in the moment, but just acknowledging all aspects of yourself and really coming to a place of unconditional love for you, that's where the magic happens. Okay? That's where everything's gonna just like fly together, But yeah, god damn it, love yourself. Shit. Okay, take care everyone.